Am I evil?
Worse, you're smart. When you know nothing matters, the universe is yours. And I've never met a universe that was into it. The universe is basically an animal. It grazes on the ordinary. Creates infinite idiots just to eat them. Not unlike your friend Timmy.
Tommy.
Yeah, hardly matters now, sweetie. You know, smart people get a chance to climb on top, take reality for a ride, but it'll never stop trying to throw you. And eventually it will. There's no other way off.
This is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy, man.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Nyes.
Motherfucker, I won best costume!
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm, except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
I glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
What's up, everybody? Today is Tuesday, July 10th, 2018, episode number 431 of the PanelsOnPages.com podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and I just broke a 25-year-old toy, and I'm very upset about it.
Oh, no.
Moments ago. I'm like, so fuck. So joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
That's really sad, Lee.
Yeah, I'm fucking bummed.
Alexa, play Cake by the Ocean.
Jose Guzman.
You bleed like Marlene. Marlene, good fuck.
And Kelly Harris.
Colonel Sanders knows all about hacking.
Like, the minute we fucking rolled, I'm like, all right, I'm going to take this armor off, and the whole goddamn hand just broke off.
What toy was it?
He literally picked up a toy covered in dust and went, look at this toy. I'm going to fiddle with this during the show.
Sure did. Yeah, moments ago. Yeah, no, it was a servo figure from Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that one.
That one, yeah. So but I should be able to unscrew the forearm and.
Well, you got something really to fiddle with during the show now.
What's that?
You got something real to fiddle with during the show now.
It's kind of ruined my life. I don't know if you know this about me, gentlemen, but I obsess.
Is Crow T Robot okay?
I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be okay. Like, it looks like
Cambot.
It looks like what happens if you like twist, like a twist tie too much and it just breaks.
Oh.
That's what it looks like happened, but it's on a joint. That doesn't make any fucking sense. It's weird.
The plastic just got weak over the years.
I guess.
How old is this?
Experiment a little bit.
It's probably what, a 25-year-old toy, maybe 23.
But somewhere thereabouts, 24 maybe, because it kind of was. It was one of those Power Ranger clones. Because a few of those when it got successful.
That's some 90s garbage, and quality of toys just went down in the 90s. I don't give a fuck what you 90s kids say.
Fucking cool toys though. That show was dog shit. These are cool ass toys. Like, it's not a good show, not by any stretch of the imagination. The toys are dope as fuck. I'm gonna fix that later on tonight. If not, I won't be able to sleep because I'm a crazy person.
R.I.P. Tom Servo.
Last night I got it in my head to fuck around with this Rick and Morty minifigure I got. Because all them Rick and Morty building sets are on clearance at at Walmart.
Did you pick one up in New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the one with Jerry and Mr. Meeseeks in New Hampshire. I had the garage here, and I found the Combobulous Michael for like $5 the other day. So I think I'm done because there's no other cool ones. But
well, that's like you just made a collection on discount.
Yeah, for like I think I have $25 in all of them. So
that's great. Good
Can't
job.
beat that.
Yeah.
Because like they look cool, but you know I wasn't gonna pay $35 for the garage. Didn't like it that much, but I'll pay $15 for it in a fucking heartbeat. Another problem is that the figure in it, like they do that thing with a lot of these sets where they're like recreating like a moment or a scene.
Sure.
And I don't like that because I don't know. I like those. I like those things to be more kind of evergreen. Whatever. Like there's a one of the sets that's got a Summer in her bed with Snowball the dog is like antagonizing her. Like that's a really funny moment, but like the one Summer figure is the one that goes in her bed in her PJs. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And so the Rick they chose for this, like it's the Garage, which is a generic enough set, but specifically, it's the episode where he kills this little monster with a laser ray, and tries to kill himself. So it was like all sad, and it's like sad, suicidal Rick. And he passes out drunk before he can kill himself. Like, it's the saddest moment of the fucking series. Like, I know, make it a toy. That's the one. The one Rick, let's make it like the saddest, realest moment. So instead, I fucking painted him up and made him look not depressed anymore. And I think it's much more fun now. That one looks annoyed and irritated, which is kind of a better default Rick. So
I feel like your paint job on that Rick head, you took some inspiration from the Inktober of Furious, of you with the eyebrows. I feel like it's very, very Furious Lee from Inktober.
It might be that. It might be. Yeah. But they have all the figures have very, very dark black rings around the eyes. I kind of try to match the style a little bit, but I don't know. I think it worked. I like it. It's no Inktober book, but it's pretty good. So yeah, fucking had a great time at the Mahonies. Got back into it. Don't go on vacation. It's not worth it. I was so fucking disappointed with how much it went to shit when I was gone.
Oh.
I was super bummed out. Like Friday was fucking hard, and yesterday was fucking hard. Like only today, midday, was I able to say I think I fixed it all. Like I think it's okay.
I bet that Friday was the absolute worst, though. Just having to come back for one day and to see the dumpster fire that your job is.
It was the absolute worst, and like it's just like, and I didn't honest to God didn't expect it. Like a lot of it came around the fact that our company's fiscal calendar rolls on July 1st, and so a lot of our automation and stuff like that uses dynamic date parameters to gather its week numbers and year numbers and whatnot like that, and everything got fucked up.
You had a little mini Y2K event.
It was a lot like that, actually, very much like that. But it's like, you guys should know how to do this. Like, you should be like, I shouldn't have to be the one to fix it. It's not that fucking hard, but apparently it was.
Lee, what's happening?
It was a bummer, but I got it. But yeah, had a blast with the Mahonies and everybody. It was just as uneventful as I hoped it would be.
Yeah. We didn't even go on those walks we talked about.
Nope. I honestly thought about it one night, and I'm like, nah.
No, especially with those fucking mosquitoes. Those mosquitoes were hardcore, and like
they were
outside at night.
I've lived in Florida for 26 years now, and these New Hampshire mosquitoes fuck with those mosquitoes.
Yeah, like I know Tennessee fucking swamp mosquitoes, and these are no fucking joke. It's insane. But everybody seemed to have a really good time. The kids were super cool. My kids were super cool. Until even Jax was great until like the last day. The wheels are kind of falling off. He was kind of ready to go home. Got a little emotional and pissy for no good reason, and had a moment on the way to the airport. We went to the gas station to get to pee and to get snacks or whatever.
Me and Jose weren't in that car.
You were not in that car, no. Mary's the only one that saw this.
Yeah,
because I came out. Jax wanted something. I didn't let him have it. He was fucking bitching his ass off. You may have heard the story from Mary by now. I don't know, but we get in the car and he's still bitching. It's just Mary. All the other girls are inside. Lisa and Kate and Nicole and Zoe. They're all inside.
It was an impromptu stop for the bathroom at the gas station.
Yeah. So Mary didn't get out. Me and Jess get back in, and we're sitting in the middle seat in this minivan, like the bucket seats with like the kind of aisle in the middle. He leans over, and he puts his hand, like he claws his hand, and he puts his hand on my arm like he's about to scratch me, like on purpose. And I said, "Okay, man, here's the deal. You can do that, but if you scratch me right now, I'm going to slap the shit out of you. And he looks at me and he goes, no, swapping. I go, oh, yeah, swapping. Yeah, if you scratch me, I'm going to slap the piss out of you right now. And I fucking cock my hand back. And he looks at me, and I'm looking at him, and Mary's like, what the fuck? And then from the back, Mary just goes, Jax, I believe him. And he, like, quietly and calmly and slowly takes his hand back as if to say, okay. And then 5 hours later, he shit his pants on an airplane.
No, he shit his pants then. He just didn't tell you.
Now, I don't know for sure those two things are related. But I feel like there's a good chance they might be.
Oh, no. He fucking bided his time and waited for a dookie. He's like, Daddy gonna have to clean this up.
We're sitting on the plane, and I'm like, no.
You didn't.
Like, he has been shitting in public on me. He's gotten me like 5 times in the past month, and I'm getting real goddamn tired of it because he knows better. I think he's fucking with me.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Who cleans up butthole now, Daddy?
It's like I have a public bathroom thing. It's my fucking nightmare dealing with another thing's shit in public. Like, it's in a fucking airplane bathroom. Like,
Ugh.
I had myself a nice little panic attack on the way back, and he was like, "Oh, you mad?" I'm like, "Fuck yes, I'm mad." You see what's happening here? You mad, bro? Are you mad? Yes, fucker. But other than that, it was totally pleasant. It was lovely.
I did see Jax's dick, and I think Jose did see it too at one point.
On the stairs, fucking. Hey man, come on, come get me my clothes. Like, I'm not going through your fucking dad's suitcase. That shit's weird, kid.
Yeah, and I come out of the bathroom and Jose's like, "Yeah, Jack's naked upstairs. You got to fucking deal with that." And I look upstairs, and he's just like balls out, bouncing around the landing. Oh, so all right.
Well, but at least I got it contained to that room.
Sure did.
Otherwise, he would have been running around naked. Now, if his clothes were like on the bed or something, all right, I'll help him.
Different scenario, absolutely.
But I was like, okay, well, where's your clothes? And he points to the suitcase. I'm like,
no, that's the right move.
I'm not going to get caught going through their stuff.
Yeah, because next thing you know, they come upstairs. I'm looking through their suitcase. Their kid's naked running around. Too many stories to explain.
I'm telling kids to keep things secret.
Yeah, it's a bad look. All around a bad look. I get it. I get it.
I'm like, how about we go get somebody more qualified? You fucking stay put, though. Stay right there.
All right, I'll just stay here and play with my dick.
Yeah.
God, just playing with his dick all week. Just.
Yeah, he just stand there.
For some kids, that's a sign they have to go pee.
No.
Not Jax. He's wanting to make sure shit's still working out.
Yeah, there were a few times where it was like, "Oh, Jax, you gotta go pee." No, he's just posturing. He'd stand there with his legs spread, just holding his dick.
Get it all in there.
Where'd all the ladies go?
Oh my God, he was. Me too, Jax. You know, careful, buddy.
Yeah.
Jax definitely has a type, and that type is big tits.
Yeah, a little bit. And there was plenty of those to go around. So he had a real good time.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, I lay on you.
Oh my God, Jax is fun. He has there were numerous times where I'm just like trying to talk to the man, and he's just giving me this death stare, and he's just no. I'm like, all right, man, be cool, homie. But I think there were a few times where me and Jax had some fun, and I got to give the man credit. I think Jax can take a punch.
For sure.
I think if you would have smacked him across the face in that van, he would have been like, respect.
It's not like I haven't slapped him in the face before.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just fucking deserve it. He knows what's up. Like, that's why he didn't fucking scratch me. Because he knew I was serious.
And he bided his time and shat in his pants and made you clean it up in an airplane bathroom.
I would rather have had him scratch my goddamn arm off.
Oh my God. At that point, I would have just emergency exit.
Oh, so fucked up, you guys.
It was so cool to see, just in a year's time, how much the kids have grown up. Like every single one of them.
All of them, yeah. That's crazy.
They're all little human people with voices and opinions.
Each one with their own neuroses.
Yep. It was
They're
awesome.
all fucked up in some way.
Hey man, so are we.
Exactly.
Aren't we all?
So let's fucking blow up the inflatable slide and throw some water balloons.
That's right. Yeah, there wasn't a single one of us in that whole fucking house totally well adjusted. We're all fucked up and broken. Like every one of us. It was great. It was a good time though. It was fun. But, came back, watched the Ant-Mans and the Wasp. Solid, fun.
Me and Mary just got back from this.
They did not play that goddamn Mission Impossible trailer, and that might have been my favorite part of the movie.
They played a different Mission Impossible trailer for us with Simon Pegg doing an intro for it, clearly reading cue cards.
Hey, as long as it's not the same fucking one, I'd be okay with that.
It's a different
He
one.
said, "How much?"
It's the one without the Imagine Dragons version of the Mission Impossible theme.
Whatever.
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah, you guys haven't heard this?
No.
What? You haven't seen this trailer? This is the most ubiquitous movie trailer.
I've seen it, but I didn't realize it was the Imagine Dragons version of the Mission Impossible theme.
Let me pull it up.
Well, that song exists. What they did was they just changed the beat to match the Mission Impossible song.
Oh, that's even worse.
Because NBA 2K18 used that song as their demo.
So they
opening.
just changed it ever so slightly so that it kind of goes along with
that
Mission
song.
Impossible theme?
Okay.
That song exists on its own. The Pressure, I think is the song.
Yeah.
It's Friction.
Friction. Yeah, Friction. And then they just Mission Impossibled it up for the trailer. I don't know if that's like the theme song. I mean, it's become the theme song of the movie, but how many times they fucking played that trailer? But I don't know who actually did the theme song.
Zero in the chat. Don't you dare play that trailer.
I'm convinced no one actually listens to Imagine Dragons.
Oh, my wife does.
Coles
really
does. Oh,
Coles does.
Loves that shit.
Imagine Dragons
See,
is...
I just thought they only made songs for commercials and made money that way.
Zoe loves that.
They just make songs they know commercials will want.
Yeah.
It's not a bad model. I mean,
it's not at all.
It is the most baseline white music that there exists on the radio today.
Yeah.
Not quite rap, not quite rock, not quite pop.
Very
just
crappy.
real white.
Remember Fun? F-U-N, period.
Lame.
I think I liked Fun more than Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons got a little bit more harder edge on him, you know?
Well, yeah, but Imagine Dragons has lasted way longer than Fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fun is
They had
over.
that fucking treadmill video, and that was it.
No, that's Okay Go.
Yeah, no, those guys are still around.
Yeah,
I don't even remember Fun, apparently.
OK Go has made a career out of making those stupid videos now.
Yeah.
Because they did one like in Anti-Gravity. They took a plane all the way the fuck up, and they had this whole
Yeah, that one was good. With the paint.
one-shot sequence, and they would go from no gravity to gravity, and it'll go up real high,
like a
and
Muhammad
you lose
comic.
it, and then
exactly.
come back down.
They had a Rube Goldberg machine, too.
Yeah,
I saw that one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
that's their shtick. Nobody knows what fucking song it was for. They
The
just
songs
remember
are just
the video.
fucking basic white pop music.
Yeah.
Good for those guys.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it.
If I saw an Imagine Dragon in public, I wouldn't realize it.
No, never.
Say, wouldn't imagine that.
Why look at that? A white.
My stars are white.
The rarest of rare.
So what'd you think about Ant-Man and Wasp, Lee? I'm assuming the other two
No
guys
spoilers.
haven't seen it.
yet.
I saw it.
Oh,
all
right.
Fuck all y'all.
No, I liked it a lot. Maybe not as much as the first one, but
I think it's right on par for me.
Yeah, it's.
If you like the first one, you like the second.
I would say so for sure.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's good.
It's
Like,
the
I like
exact
it a lot.
same
Winter
flavor.
Soldier.
The exact same flavor.
Yeah, but just for whatever reason, maybe it's the first one edges it out like a little bit. But I liked it. I liked it a lot. Like, I liked that the stakes were like kind of low.
Yeah, they
that.
threw a fucking swerve for you in the trailers because they made it seem like the fate of the world was at stake, but it wasn't. They threw
Which is cool, which is what Suicide Squad should have fucking done.
Yeah, it's very tight. It's a very kind of like personal story. It's over like a long weekend, just a couple of days.
This is before
Yes.
Infinity?
Yes.
Infinity has not taken place yet.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Probably maybe even
Like a couple days before?
a couple weeks before.
Yeah, not
Relatively close.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it all kind of stems around the fact that like as part of when he got arrested in Germany, Ant-Man got put on house arrest, and it's been a couple years, 3 years, 2 years. What is it?
2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like his house arrest is up in 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
But like just as he's kind of getting ready to get back into the world, shit happens with Pym and Hope, and so he kind of gets brought back into it, and they're trying to not get him in prison for 20 years, but he has to go Ant-Man shit up. Like it's good. It's really good. It's solid. It's not exactly.
But nobody
the same
knows who
shit.
Ant-Man is, right?
Well, the feds do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the public does not.
Okay.
Yeah. The public really only knows him as Giant Man. Doesn't really even know as Ant-Man.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. They
'cause
know
of the
he's a
clip.
big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talking about Ant-Man and Wasp.
Fight sequences are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. The going from large to small. Really good stuff.
Excellent fight sequences.
Well
The fight scenes
choreographed,
are awesome.
fun. So I was just thinking about Ant-Man and Wasp. Luis is great in it.
Oh, he's so good.
He's really good. So I think for a future top 6, we need to do top 6 MCU supporting cast.
I like it.
So
Yeah, that's good.
No
I like it.
superheroes, nothing. We're talking your Luises. You're talking your big boobs from Thor, Darcy.
Meow meow.
Pepper Potts, maybe?
Yeah.
Pepper Potts I would count Pepper Potts.
Yeah. But when Louise is talking about wanting a suit,
Yeah.
like just a good little moment. Like Ghost looked great.
I think Ghost is what put it over the top for me, liking two more than one.
I caught her in the trailer, and that fucking suit looks badass.
And it's not only that, it's just that it's like a decent villain as opposed to number one, which is just evil Ant-Man.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Mary wasn't a huge fan of Ghost, mostly because she didn't really like the actress, and there were parts where it was very monologue-y and campy at times. But I dug the suit and the effects and the powers and the kind of backstory, her fucking tragic,
Yeah, all
circum-
that stuff is cool. Now, the best part of the movie for me wasn't actually a part of the movie itself.
Okay. Was it Simon Pegg reading cue cards?
I didn't get that. But, Jose, I need you to go earmuffs for a second.
Hold on.
Because
Hold
it
on.
is spoiler adjacent.
All right. I will let you know in the Facebook thread when we're done.
Okay, hold on. Let me go to that. And go.
Okay. So you get to the first post-credits scene
Yes.
with the, the stuff that happens.
Yes. This is also spoilers for if anyone's listening and hasn't seen Ant-Man.
I'm going to keep it vague.
Yeah. Okay.
So the stuff happens.
Sure.
And
Which is the stuff that we all kind of figured was probably going to happen.
Sure.
yes. At
Unless
which
you
point,
forgot, and
Yeah.
then you make a loud noise when it happens.
a dude later, like a couple seats down the row from me, you just hear him go, "What? Dude! No! Oh no! No!" And as he's doing that, the person sitting directly in front of me stands up with their head on their with their hands on their head, and just kind of spins around while just looking utterly distraught.
How do you not not know that's coming.
It was amazing.
The movie was long enough ago, and you're having fun at this Ant-Man movie that maybe you forget what happened, or maybe at what time this movie takes place in the universe, because Mary might have made a noise audibly when it happened too. But
No, the minute he goes in the thing, I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I know where this is
Come
going.
on.
Yeah.
Come on. Or maybe, like, I was expecting, before they even said go, that it would happen. And he'd just be standing there. So that adds a whole extra fucking level. All right. Let's bring Jose back in.
All right. But yeah, that was my favorite part.
That's great. That's fucking great.
You gotta love it when, a movie's affecting like that. That's pretty cool.
Because normally I don't like outbursts like that in the movie theater. Like, I usually hate anytime people clap at a movie. I hate it. Don't clap at a goddamn movie. No one's there to appreciate your clapping.
Sometimes all you can do is clap. Like there's a big moment in a movie and you just kind of have to laugh and just clap. Not like a long applause, Kelly.
Okay, see that's not bad. I mean more like clapping at the credits.
More like a ha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Yeah. Because it annoys the hell out of me when people are like, that was a great film. I need to show my appreciation.
Well, I mean,
fucking
what's worse? What's worse? Applauding at the end of a movie or when a plane lands?
I've never had the plane land clapping.
Oh my god. I've had it a couple times. The flight to New Hampshire, if it was kosher, I would have booed that motherfucker. Awful. Jose would have probably done the same the flight home. Shit's rough.
That's fucked up.
They don't even care anymore. They're like, oh, it's bumpy. Put your seatbelt on.
I had the barf bag in my hand. I almost threw the fuck up.
Oh my god.
Put your seatbelt on, bitch.
Man.
We're gonna fucking fly home.
I don't take my seatbelt off. I put it on, and I don't leave this seat unless it's an international flight. Fuck you.
The Dramamine was above me in my book bag.
Oh no.
Which I need to
By
have.
the way,
So
quick update on that. Sweet fucking book bag.
I didn't even get to show you all the book bagginess.
Fucking dope ass book bag.
Solid.
It's a good book bag.
At one point, Jose packed up an entire room's worth of stuff into the book bag.
Except for his charger.
No, I actually did.
Did you?
Did. I have it.
Wow. What great news.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. What are you talking about?
Sweet book bag.
Oh, yeah. So the lady I was sitting bitch. I was in the middle. So it was either try to explain to her why, because we were almost landing. So, like, the don't get up anymore lights were on. So it was either explain to her why I need her to get the fuck out of my way and move so I can get to the Dramamine and not throw up all over everybody. Which I probably, from the moving and trying to talk, I would have thrown up all over her anyways. Or
don't talk to me. Don't look at me.
Grab the barf bag and just fucking lay forward.
Just
and
hope.
Pray.
I have seen.
At least I had the bag.
Yeah.
If I threw up in the bag. She would have got up on her own. You see why I need you to get up? Get the fuck up. Grab a Dramamine. Get a drink of water. Take advantage of more free snacks. Be like, oh man, I just threw up. I'm so hungry. Can I get some blue chips and 2 Cheez-Its, ginger ale, and a cranberry? And thank you. Oh, and here, barf bag. Can you throw this away from me?
I have seen Jose pray into the barf bag gods more than a few times. Not puking, but like
I get the sweats.
Down, he gets the
like,
sweats.
Like if I can just like kind of close my eyes and stop seeing things move and just kind of zen away from the situation, I can calm down. But I start to get the fucking sweats. I'm hot. And I'm just ready. And the more I think about moving, the worse it gets. And it's just, I need to, it's been getting worse on landings in my old age. So I think I just need to fucking travel with 2 of them and pop one. I mean, a half hour before we land.
We were doing
the takeoff either, man. It's not fun.
Well, the takeoffs I'm good with. It's that the landing, because that's when they're doing like the up and down bouncing, like
And-
roller coasters that do a lot of up and down hills. I can't do that.
We
shit.
came through a nasty storm coming home too, so it was all over the place. Like we had those little bags from Emirates, the little zipper bags. Have a little zipper bags with Dramamine, whatever else you need in that little bag, and put it in
I
your.
do. I have a little fucking med case attached to my backpack.
Well, where's your fucking second Dramamine, homie?
It was up with the backpack.
Needs to be in there. Needs to
We gotta
be in
get you
your
like
little med pack.
like a bracelet.
Dramamine bracelet.
Yeah,
I've seen those.
I was kidding. If that's a real thing, you should totally have one.
Yeah, no. There's like a new. It's like a little bracelet that's supposed to hit you in the right
Pressure points.
acupuncture.
Oh,
yeah,
that
pressure
thing,
points.
yeah. I just meant like
And then
a
there's
bracelet
one
with a pill
that you can like fucking put behind your ear, like a little patch or something that you put behind your ear. That's meant for mainly seasick, but I'd imagine it'd work the same on a plane.
Yeah, I wore one of those bracelets on the cruise a couple years ago, and it was delightful.
Well, I
Did
just
the
need to. I need to keep my little med pack down there with me.
Yep.
Put the book bag up.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
what
I
I was
gotta
saying.
put the book bag up. That's a fucking giant book bag, and I need to stretch my feet
Sure.
because I'm not the tallest guy, but in a crammed situation, yeah, my fucking feet. I need to spread out, man.
I'd rather stretch my goddamn hips than my feet. I got short little legs. Give me some extra room, goddammit!
These hips don't lie, and they need to stretch.
They do, man.
Fucking. Oof.
Did you see Deadpool tonight?
No. We ain't going anywhere. Nah, I'm a couple of days behind. This is dealing with some shit.
This man and
Dealing with
this
him.
man and his errands.
Ugh, you don't even want to know. You don't even want to.
You know what though?
Now.
I do want to know.
I respect your errands, Jose.
Yeah, errands are tricky business.
They are.
Only so many minutes in the day, man.
Sure.
That's how it goes.
Constant countdown.
Some might say the final countdown.
Can I give a shout out to fucking Portillo's?
Shouts out
home
to your boy
delivery.
Portillo.
Porty B.
I just want
Goddamn-lutely.
God bless the Mahonies for getting what had to be $900 worth of Portillo's sent to their house.
So much Portillo's.
We'll be eating Portillo's tamales into the nuclear wasteland.
So good. So good.
Just fucking beefs on beefs on beefs on beefs. Amazing. Amazing. So much great food. Fresh fucking watermelon and nice sodas and beefs and pizza. God damn. That first... I want to put it out there on the podcast. I did put it out there in our little message thread. But went an entire week at the Mahoney's house and didn't clog a single fucking toilet.
Hey,
So,
that's impressive,
like,
man.
I'm growing as a person, everyone. But got home, first shit in my own toilet, clogged. Oh, Jesus.
Got him.
So what have you been up to, Kelly?
I've been spending a lot of time with my good friend Kiryu Kazuma in Yakuza 0.
Oh, shit, son.
I've taken the real estate world by storm. I am now the real estate king. Have owned most of the city. I made friends with someone at the bowling alley. That was fun.
Does he work there, or like you guys were bowling and you met at the bowling alley? Or
no,
you
she
met?
works there.
Nice.
So you have to go around
I didn't know it was a she.
You have to go around town and make friends with various people by talking to them, and then like enough times, and you do stuff. Then they become friends,
Then they
and
ask you
different
to
things
go
will
find
happen.
someone's panties.
Yeah,
and bring them back to you.
but so this one was
You know,
once
regular friend stuff.
Yeah. Well, this is a regular friend thing. Once you get the friendship bar all the way, they tell you like, "Oh, hey, I heard you were in real estate. Here's the deed to the bowling alley." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool."
So this is like the cool friend zone.
Yeah. But so one of the challenges was I had to get 3 strikes in a row, and that's a turkey. So then they would
Otherwise,
give
you don't
you
get the bowling alley.
no, they'd give you a turkey dinner. Then that was a special challenge. So I was like, all right, cool. So got my 3 strikes, go over, and there's just a rooster standing on the desk of the bowling alley, and they're like, "Here you go." And they're like, "We're sorry, this is all we had." And you go, "Oh, I was expecting something cooked and, actually a turkey."
So is this my pet now?
And she goes, "Oh, you're right, it is a chicken. Oh, well, do you want me to go butcher it for you?" And you're like, "What? No." Don't butcher it. So then you just make friends with him. His name is Nugget, and you can use him as a manager for your properties.
Holy shit!
What
Nugget.
the fuck?
Nugget,
You
the
pay him-
chicken manager, huh?
You pay him $300,000 per property he manages.
What? He's
As
a
you should.
chicken.
Let's see
What's
what
your
else.
cut?
I got way into slot car racing in the game. Because that was a whole side quest thing.
Oh
There's
my
lots
god!
of really uninteresting things in this video game.
It's a good time though.
This
But
game would fucking bug me.
it's basically The Sims made specifically for Kelly.
Yeah,
It certainly sounds like it.
yeah. No, it's. I finally realized why it hits me so hard. It's Animal Crossing, but like Japan nightlife Animal Crossing.
There you go.
I kind of figured it was like a Grand Theft Auto clone, like,
Yeah, but fucking weird.
but with bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, but Kelly
Yeah.
does much less Grand Theft Auto type stuff in this. You would think being called it's Yakuza 0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be more like underground fight clubs and shit like that, but no.
Oh, there's a cat fight place you can go to.
Yep. There you
That
go.
one's fun. What you do is you bet on women to fight, and then you cheer them on by like choosing which attack they should use, and then it's like a rock paper scissors type game.
Jesus.
That's fun.
Can you play The Sims in Yakuza 0?
No, but you can play some racing games from Sega at the arcade.
And then the snake eats its own tail.
What a world. What a world
Hey, you just,
we've created
you just
for
go
ourselves.
to the arcade and play video games in your video game.
It's goddamn
That's
crazy.
goddamn ridiculous.
So I'm 43 hours into this game now.
Jesus.
This
Get
is all I do.
Get it?
This is
Get
my
it.
life now.
I feel you. One day we'll talk.
So,
I currently
That's me with
have
Batman.
$3 billion.
And you pay that fucking chicken how much? 300,000?
He's like, I can fucking afford it.
Yeah.
Look at
But-
me, I'm rich.
That's per property.
Well, not property, area. Property. There's 5 different areas in town, and you need to switch out your managers because they get tired.
So you got
You're
a
tired from
chicken.
cashing all those checks.
Yeah. So each area has a property manager and a security manager.
And a sucker who pays a chicken 300 grand.
Yep. Hey, Nugget knows what he's doing.
So
he's
wait.
better than some of the other managers.
Who are your other managers? A
A
horse?
goat. No, Mr. Ed.
Well, some of them are people that you've beat up previously.
Oh,
And then
you
they-
Snail.
You beat
Well, that's
them?
why they're shitty. You beat their ass. I
Those
wouldn't
ones
sell
aren't
you-
bad.
You beat them
one
up
is-
and then forced them into managing your properties.
One is Steven
That's
Spielberg.
slavery.
Steven Spielberg.
What? You beat
Yeah.
him up?
No, I helped. Remember how I said I helped film the Thriller music video?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg or Steven Spinning becomes one of your advisors.
So it all comes back, huh? But, hey, karma.
Yeah.
Paying it forward. I like it.
So what about
Yeah.
the guy you brought panties to? What has he done for you?
I haven't seen him. Oh wait, no, he's one of my security managers.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Hey, keep your perverts close.
Yeah, he wants to be strong, so he's like, you know what, I can help you with this.
So we just need to cross paths with Kelly in Yakuza 0 and we'll be hooked up with a job
Yeah.
in no time.
Yeah, Kelly firmly believes in nepotism in his Yakuza 0.
Yeah, you just got to come to my office. I'll hook you up.
Yo, homie, you need a job?
All right, chicken. Property manager.
The chicken owes him a life debt.
Oh, there's a fucking weird one of the weird ass mini games I didn't even discover until I had to do it for the property management thingy.
Oh, a weird one, you say?
Yes. So you have to go
until this has all been normal.
You have to go to the phone club because you're trying to become the
Whoa,
area.
whoa, whoa! Phone club. So
Yes.
weird.
You have to become the you have to fight the king of the Pleasure King area.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oof.
Yes, the Pleasure King was the leader of the Pink District.
Obviously.
Yes, where you can find all your strip clubs and human trafficking.
Mattress stores.
Yeah. But so you have to go to this telephone club, which is a thing that was in Japan. I don't know if it still exists, but you would pay however much money to go sit in a room, and a phone would ring. And then a woman would be on the other side of the phone, and you'd get to talk to them, and maybe, just maybe, you'd get to go on a date with them at some point.
That's the saddest goddamn thing I've ever
I
heard.
thought you were going to say maybe, just maybe, you'd jerk off in that room.
Yeah, so the Pleasure King was like, hey, I'll bet you 10% of my holdings that you can't get a date within 3 minutes. And then you have to play the phone game, which means that you're on a phone call, and there's like various phrases that are floating through the screen, and you have to shoot the right one to keep the conversation flowing. But as the messages are floating, they're also trying to distract you with like tits and ass on the screen.
What the fuck?
Wow.
So Mary and I bonded over the weekend of our shared hatred for Mario Tennis Aces.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then,
I don't like that game.
And then you guys were ramming
I
special
fucking
moves up
love
our
the
asses.
multiplayer though.
Fucking Lee with his Danky Kang special move every time.
Yeah, no, the multiplayer is a fucking blast. If you guys, you have to get a bunch of people who are equally as bad at it as you are.
Yeah,
Come get these rackets.
because it's fucking hard.
Like right now, I've been stuck on this fucking. So I'm trying to. It's a volley challenge. I just have to bounce like 400 balls back and forth with the shitty wizard that kidnapped Baby Mario back in the day. So, but the court is on a pirate ship. So there's a big ass mast right in the center of the net. So the ball looks like it's coming to the left, but oh no, it hit the mast, so it goes right, so you miss it.
Yeah.
And if you miss 3 times in 400 points, it's like, oh, sorry, you gotta start over again. And then like maybe the worst thing about it is that there's no like immediate retry option. You have to go all the way back to the fucking map screen and watch the little fucking movie and say you want to do it again and skip it again. Like I have spent,
Just go. Just let me play again.
I've spent longer in the space between attempts than I have on multiple attempts.
That sucks.
I honestly can't remember the last time I was this disappointed in a video game.
It's I like playing it with people, but
Yeah.
The regular ass tennis I'm pretty good at. It's just the fucking crazy hard challenges that are just not fun.
Because
That
I was
multiplayer's
super
badass.
excited for the story mode. Like, that sounds really cool, and I think it could be really cool. I just hated how it was executed. And I also hate the special moves. Because that's just kind of bullshit half the time.
I mean, everything's kind of got special moves, doesn't it?
Yeah, but like it's an instant you're gonna lose this point.
No,
Yeah.
not every time. You didn't get your Donkey King point every time.
That's true.
Maybe you got 5 out of 6.
But they can do those special moves in these fucking volley challenges too, and you're just fucked.
Yeah.
It's not like, again, we had a blast playing 4 people just going to town. That was a good time.
Yeah.
But those fucking challenges in the story mode are, and I guess I could skip it, but I want that fucking racket.
That's the thing, yeah. And honestly, if they had just remade the N64 game, I would have been so happy. Because as far as I'm concerned, that is a perfect tennis game.
we also played that Overcooked game, and that was fucking cool too.
Holy shit, that game is
Yeah.
fun.
I heard that one's fun.
Mary bought it, but we haven't played it since we've been back, and I kind of want to get into that a little bit.
It's fun. Yeah, it's really good.
I didn't even have a controller, and I was expediting fucking food. Like, hey, fucking onion, mushroom.
Hey, every team needs a supervisor, man. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's cool.
yeah. It was working. You guys are doing great. A+. Everybody gets a raise.
Oh shit, yeah, son.
Nice.
Speaking of video games and our week at the Mahoney's, we wanted to play some games, card games and shit while we were there. And we talked about doing Cards Against Humanity.
Spades?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We didn't spades, which we fucking should have. We talked about spades and at the airport even for a quick second. But we didn't have Cards Against Humanity in the house like the first night, and Mary was like, fuck it, I'm going to code a Cards Against Humanity game that we can play through the Mahoney's Wi-Fi on all of our phones. And 2 nights later, we were playing it, and it was awesome.
It fucking worked.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It was fucking cool.
It was pretty cool and way nicer than having to fucking deal with cards. Everybody just chilling on their phones.
And we got like some custom card action in there too. It was fucking rad.
Ugh, physical media.
And then
Mary figured out a way to distribute something like that?
Not yet.
She has a few irons in the fire, and I saw some documentation for a game she's fucking around with that we might be seeing in the very near future.
Nice.
We even talked about one or more of these games that she might be putting together is fucking around and playing them over the podcast. Kind of like, all those other shows that play card games over a podcast. But, yeah. So, very proud of her for that. She
it was super impressive. And she's like,
the ass.
oh, well, it doesn't do this, doesn't do this. We're like, fuck off. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
we
crazy.
were the beta test.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, as a person who's had some shit-ass beta tests, it was pretty good. Pretty solid. No, it was fucking cool.
Yeah.
I almost forgot all about that. It was amazing. Very impressive. Shit. Anybody got anything else? Can move on to some mail.
Just fucking...
Let's do mail.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Thanks again to the Mahonies for putting us up. I can't imagine how happy they were when we left.
It was the perfect amount of time for all of us, I think. It was time for our week to come to an end, but it was great, man. And
it was so good.
It was so nice, and it was so great seeing everybody, and we had a fucking blast.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Already talking about, plans again.
Yep.
All right.
Maybe some options for next week.
fan mail.
Sorry.
We got some emails sent to us.
You're smart.
Oh,
when
shit.
you know nothing matters.
Nice.
I didn't uncheck the intro. Let's try that again. How about this?
Look at all this fan mail.
Hey, fucking nailed it. I'm like, how do you do that?
mail.
Kill
Oh,
it.
That was good the
yeah.
first time.
This is good radio.
Damn right. Yeah, so we got some mail sent to us to popcast@PanelsOnPages.com. We got some top 6 actions sent in. I got a few of them actually, a whole bunch, but didn't see them until today, and we got one for tonight. So we're gonna sit on them. We're gonna wait. We're gonna do them, space them out a little bit. So if we don't read it tonight, we got it. We'll get to it in future weeks. So thanks for sending those in. Keep sending them. By all means, we need a backlog of these is not a bad idea at all.
Do we want to put one out there for next week so that people listening at home can offer their answers along with
Trees. Top fucking 6 trees, bro.
Okay, yeah, this one came. Okay, here's one for next week. This one came from Zero.
Cool.
Writes in, he says, we know that the Skrulls are the main antagonist in Captain Marvel, which means sooner or later there's going to be a secret invasion type story in the MCU. So, what are you guys, the top 6 MCU characters that are actually Skrulls?
Oh, man. We might have to fucking gangbang this one.
And how long have each of them been a Skrull
Love it.
when
Love
were they
it.
made? That's solid.
Send us your responses, the 4 people listening to us live.
Yeah, I got one. I got one that I'm pretty sure if that's where they want to go. I got a pretty solid
I
one.
love it. I love it.
The other 5 I got to think about.
Number 1, Thanos. Look at that chin.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Number 2, Groot. He's a plant. He makes green things.
There you go.
Let's see. I think Mahoney must have listened to the most recent episode today, because we got some emails regarding our episode. This one, the subject line just says Wally, and it says Wally is trash, 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 all caps. Don't think he likes Wally.
But you know what one of his favorite Pixar movies is?
What's that?
Cars 2.
Speaking of, he emails again. Cars 2. He clarifies, in Cars 2, Mater is not James Bond. Finn McMissile is James Bond.
Okay.
Mater is the ditzy redhead with big tits from Diamonds Are Forever.
All right. Good. I'm glad we clarified that.
I was worried about it. But now we know.
Man,
I think Ray Helton's in the top 6, but we'll save that for later.
I cannot give a fuck about James Bond. I don't know about you guys.
I like a hand. I don't actively dislike a James Bond.
I don't even give a fuck about a Daniel Craig James Bond.
I only like the 60s ones.
I've seen a couple of those Craig pictures. They're fine, but like I'm not that person that's like, oh shit, new James Bond comes out. Woo!
My favorite James Bond is the one that everyone hates.
Fuck. View to a Kill?
On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Okay, that one was George Lazenby.
Yeah, that's the one, George Lazenby, and it's the best Bond movie.
View to a Kill was Christopher Walken was in it, I think. Fucking Grace Jones, maybe.
Damn, you got some fucking deep cut James Bond knowledge.
I don't give a shit about James Bond, but I know about movies.
All right. Mel writes in a top 6, which we'll save for later. But he also gives us a versus real quick, so we'll do this one real fast.
What is a versus? I forget. It's just two things. Who wins?
Yeah, old school game. We used to do it quite a bit back in the day. This one's real simple, pretty straightforward. Carnage versus the Darkness, Jackie Estacado, and I think it's the Darkness 99 times out of 100. Like all day, every day, because he's got like a fucking
all day
legion of monsters to make him fight.
What are we doing? I missed it.
Versus Carnage versus the Darkness.
Yeah.
For what?
Just who wins in
Which
a
one's the
fucking
Darkness?
In a fucking fight. Rick James.
The guy was fucking around with Witchblade back in the day.
Yeah. Top Cow.
I'd have to see a picture of him. You got a picture?
I will pull it up.
Motherfucker look like.
Yeah, the Darkness's whole gimmick is he can do basically anything so long as it's like nighttime. So if we fucking find him in the daylight, he's bummed. But in the event that he's like even inside with no windows, he's got like dragons and monsters and like goblins and shit to throw at him. Like at some point, Carnage will get tired. But the Darkness force is fucking infinite.
Does the Darkness have any sort of bullshit Batman rules like don't kill? Because
no, when he's not being the Darkness, he's a mob hitman.
Okay, that would be. I don't know much about the Darkness, but that would be my only thought.
The Darkness fucking rules
about Carnage winning. Is Carnage
know of
is a
this
serial
guy?
killer?
Don't know the guy.
Yeah. His whole thing is he has powers that like when he turns 21, he's got this whole thing where he can just again summon little demons and monsters to do his bidding. His only weakness, his literal only fucking weakness, is sunlight. That's it. And like, not that it hurts him, he just can't use his crazy darkness powers in the sunlight.
Yeah, and Carnage isn't going to think to fuck with him in the sunlight. And
does he have like alias? Does he have a Clark Kent?
He's a hitman.
Hitman during the day, darkness by night.
Yeah, it's like he's not like a good dude.
Okay.
Plus, all you got to do to defeat Carnage is loud noises.
Just like that, yes.
Word up.
Yeah, that was a slam dunk, I feel like. That was a slam dunk.
And if Simon and Garfunkel are down with darkness, I pick him.
I think you're exactly right. They love that shit.
Yeah.
Old friends.
Mm-hmm. Back in the day.
And then the main top 6 we want to hit this week comes from Kristen Foxy Allen on the Twitter. She hit us up at PanelsOnPages on Twitter.
Oh man, we've been sitting on
Twitter
this.
Account?
We've been sitting on this for a week. I've been fucking chomping at the bit.
And it's
Jump.
80s action movies, which is a damn solid solid pull. I like that. It's a good
Love
pull.
All of us know what the 80s are, but Kelly.
Yep.
Yep.
Kelly literally was born in the 90s.
I go
Is that
first.
80s? Nope. Can't say I know them.
Nope.
Wasn't there.
I'll go first. And this is no
Down the
particular order.
90s. It's what, fella?
Okay, like,
No, you gotta do an order.
yeah, I've got them in order.
Okay.
I
Preface-
ranked mine.
Preface this with, do you have any qualifiers, Lee, or is it just action movie released in the 80s?
That's kind of it. Yeah. 'Cause I
Okay.
thought about because I guess we'll start. I got Total Recall on my list.
Total Recall?
Yeah.
Which-
Get up
which
there.
Could be construed as like sci-fi more than action, but it's totally an action movie, too.
Motherfuckers, that movie came out in 1990.
Ah, shit.
Holy.
God
Do
damn.
your
Watch that motherfucker in the theater.
Do your
Damn it.
research.
Fucked it up.
Of course. Total Recall is my top 6 all time.
It's fucking
No
amazing.
doubt. No doubt. But 80s
doubt.
action, it does not qualify.
I would have said 89. Fuck.
I almost had a Lee moment. I was going to put the Warriors on my list, but as like my number one.
Late
but that's
70s.
That's 79.
Yep.
God damn it. I thought for sure Total Recall in that shit. Damn
I've
it.
got-
Is that even is that an action movie? though?
Yeah, I would call it, like, it's super sci-fi, but it's also Arnold
No,
Schwarzenegger.
the Warriors.
Yeah, I'd give the
Yeah.
Warriors an action movie, absolutely.
There's a
Yeah, I
bunch of
think
cool
so.
fight scenes.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
it's not
Maybe
it's not like
I
a
just haven't
Stallone.
seen it.
It's not like a
recently.
Stallone or a Schwarzenegger or a Bruce Willis, but yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's a crime
It's not a
action
shoot
movie.
'em up action.
It's got some gunses in it.
Well, some guys have guns, but it's not like a gun.
But the question is, Jose,
What is the question?
can you dig it?
All right, so Lee, do we want to come back to you? Do you need to pull a number 6, or you got one?
Nah, it's fucking Total Recall.
Okay.
I put in work on this and just fucking missed by one day.
You know
It
what?
came out like in February of 1990 or some shit.
Fuck all y'all semantics.
June
It's in.
1st, Lee. Halfway into the year.
That might as well be 1997.
Fuck off. Next, Lethal Weapon.
Solid.
Ooh.
Solid.
Fucking love Lethal Weapon. Like,
Lethal Weapon over Lethal Weapon 2?
yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. Like, cause Mel Gibson, I feel like he's crazier in Lethal Weapon. In Lethal Weapon 2, they kind of go back to the well a little bit, just,
Yeah.
because hey, it's still good. But when he's fucking strapped down to that chair, I'm
Established.
gonna kill all you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. He's running around the street with his fucking shoes off.
Lethal Weapon 2 is more of a comedy-leaning action movie.
Yeah. I think might be in Lethal Weapon where he does like the wackest ass triangle in the world at the end of that movie, but we'll let it slide.
Lethal Weapon 2 might have been on my top 6, but I think like I've disavowed all Mel Gibson.
But he's out of movie deal now. He's funny again. Didn't you see that movie with Will Ferrell? He's
No,
funny now.
No.
Next up, we got Predator.
Predator's a good one.
Rock ass solid Predator. Love Predator. Then we're doing Die Hard.
Oof.
Not Die Hard 2. OG Die Hard.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, there's no Die Hard 2 without Die Hard.
And
Exactly.
I think Die
Yeah.
Hard 2 was 90s.
Then we're gonna do RoboCop.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Obvious fucking reasons.
Yep.
No reasons needed.
And then my favorite 80s action movie is Dread.
Good one. Good one.
That is the 80s action movie I've ever seen in my fucking life. It just came out in 2012.
You're not
I
you're not
love it.
wrong.
Nope.
A plus. A plus. Good fucking switcheroo there. I love it.
Good way to save the 90s pick. We'll allow it.
Predator for me, I respect as like all-time top 6, yes. My all-time top 6, no, because I didn't watch the first Predator until I was an adult.
Really?
Predator
That shit
2
was on HBO all day, every day.
Predator 2 was my shit, though. I saw Predator 2 in theaters, but that was
Makes sense.
that was 90s.
Because that was your time. That was your time, Predator.
I mean,
Predator 2 is fucking good. You're right. We don't
No,
talk
it is.
about
It is.
Predator 2,
But
it's
like,
good.
if he didn't see Predator 1 until his adulthood,
Yeah.
he didn't have the experience of Predator 2
Growing
was
up with
his movie theater experience.
No, I'm with you, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
and Predator 2, like, that's damn near an 80s action movie, too, because you got the
Yeah.
crazy drug lords.
That's on the end, the end tip of movies with balls.
You know, it's L.A. where everything's gone to shit. Oh, man, I love it. We need to do 90s action movies.
Dude, 90s action movies is probably, for me, a deeper well.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
because...
would you? So then, does Total Recall not make your top 90s?
Well, now we can't.
Of course it can. We
We'll
make-
stay tuned, folks.
we
See if Total Recall
We make the
bumped
rules.
from Lee's 90s. Now that he knows it's not an 80s movie.
He retconned it into the 80s.
Total Recall could be my favorite 2010s movie, too. But the original, not the
Ready
remake.
for a surprise?
Classic.
Okay. So if you're gonna bust my balls about Total Recall, fine. I will, and then swap it for The Running Man.
Good one. Good choice. Good choice. Running Man is great.
I judged mine a little different. I'll explain on my turn.
By the way, The Running Man set in 2019.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Getting
came out
there.
in 1987.
yeah.
That Running Man was on my long list.
Written by Stephen King under his alias.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You know what's gonna be fun? I should go through everyone's list and see if I've seen the movies.
I think we're gonna have to give you fucking homework after this.
Yeah, your homework is listen back to this show, write down every movie we mentioned, and watch all of
If you
them.
haven't seen it, watch it.
Oh god. That might be Lee's entire list.
Put down the Yakuza 0.
Put
I
down
haven't
Or
the
put these on while you're playing
You-
Yakuza 0.
You haven't seen Dread, Kelly?
Oh no, I did see
Okay.
that. No, I'm thinking 80s movies. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
bullshit.
And you've
You
seen
Dread?
You've seen Total Recall, right?
Yeah.
Dread was the Total Recall. I don't know.
Dread was the Dread.
Yeah, Dread was.
Yeah.
Fucking Dread rules, you guys.
And bring the fucking sequel, man. Bring
You know what?
everyone back before he's too fucking old to do it, and let's stop fucking around.
Or let him get real old and then bring him
Yeah,
back.
I'd say.
Oh, just do fucking
Dread Returns.
Yeah.
Dread Returns.
We need to do
What you got, Nice?
We need to do a Dread movie night. That's what I got.
Goddamn right.
All right.
Oh.
See, but I think that would just be us sitting around watching it.
Yeah, and
No one
that's
talking,
fucking
silent.
fun.
Yeah, I don't think it would be like a good listener
No, like,
experience.
we
I think
watched-
it'd just be us sitting there enjoying it.
We watched Ghostbusters. We watched Die Hard. We watched Home Alone. All great movies.
We can do Dread.
Yeah.
Even if every 30 seconds we're just going, look how fucking cool that is.
I think Kelly.
That's
Kelly,
one of the movies that I am glad and almost honored to have watched it in the theater.
Yeah. Opening night.
In 3D.
It was me and I think 2 other dudes.
Jose's
theater. And-
video
and-
that he did for Pop, I believe, sold probably 10% of the tickets that were sold for Dread. He should get royalties for that.
Fucking rule.
All right, my top 6 80s action movies. I've got a few no-brainers, probably half of them, and then the rest are deep cuts. They're the movies that I watched in the 80s and watched countless times. You know, I fucking big ups to Predator, big ups to the original Terminator, but those weren't my movies in the 80s. Those weren't my go-to action movies. So, number 6, Tango and Cash, 1989. Tango and Cash.
That's a good one.
Tango and Cash.
Tango and Cash was the Expendables before the Expendables.
Wow. Yeah, I
you
guess you're right.
fucking carry Tango and Cash on into a sequel. You add Arnold. You add Bruce Willis. You fucking Tango and Cash 3. You add Steven Seagal, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and that's your Expendables right there. And it was just one of those fucking it's satire. Before Last Action Hero, Tango and Cash was the best 80s action movie satire, I think, but was still a badass 80s action movie. All right, this is my way out there pick. Y'all know Crocodile Dundee?
I know Crocodile Dundee.
Y'all know Crocodile Dundee 2?
I know Crocodile Dundee too.
Crocodile Dundee,
to Australia.
Crocodile Dundee 2 is my shit. Crazy drug lords.
Get the fuck out of here.
Crazy fucking drug lords. The huge New York gang that Charles S. Dutton is leading through the city. They're fucking laying siege to the big drug lord's mansion. They go back to the outback. They fucking deal with some aborigines and shit. It's fucking
He's like, now you're on my. I went to New York. Now New York comes to me.
Yeah.
Bitches.
So he basically Kevin McAllister's, but all of Australia. Crocodile Dundee 2, like always on network TV at like 3 p.m. on a Saturday.
Yep.
Never fails. Never fails. And I feel like there was a lot that was one of the movies where a dude just puts his face into a pile of cocaine and comes up looking like he just ate a box of powdered donuts. Like that was a fucking trademark of the 80s action movies. Number 4, my second Kurt Russell movie on my list. No, I didn't have any Schwarzenegger, but I got 2 Kurt Russell movies. Big Trouble in Little China.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Just nuts. You got the spiritual aspect. You got Kurt Russell being an 80s badass in a big semi truck.
That's a really good one.
With the fucking the machine gun. What's
Raiden?
Raiden. What's the bad guy's name?
Qui-Gon.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's like some Fu Manchu shit. Like it's really there. Yeah. Damn, that's a good call.
That's one of those, like, when I started building a DVD collection, Big Trouble in Little China was like one of my first pickups. David Lopan. So Lopan was the bad guy, played by James Hong. Big Trouble in Little China. Number 3, another deep cut. This was probably a monthly rental for me in the 80s. So many, like, Pop Warner football sleepovers watching this. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Cyborg, 1989.
Ooh, yeah.
The Blu-ray.
Saw that bitch in the theater.
Whoa! We got a fucking badass over here.
In the theater.
Never saw it in the theaters, but that was a constant rental. And that's one of those that's... Like, I shouldn't have been watching this movie.
Yeah,
at the
you should.
age I was. When did it come out? 89? Okay, well, I was 8 when it came out, so probably 9 when it hit video.
That's almost 18.
Almost, basically.
Me and my cousin would fucking sneak into movies all the time. The goddamn theater that's now a parking lot for the Florida Mall used to be there.
Yep. R.I.P. that theater.
I saw Stallone Dread at that theater.
We fucking hopped theaters
Fuck
on
yeah.
Martin Luther King
Star
Jr.
Wars.
Day. Yeah.
Was that the Star Wars? When they?
No, I think we did that at
released
Downtown
all of
Disney,
them
but
again?
we saw like Beavis and Butthead and Scream.
Ah.
Yeah.
Fucking Scream.
Spawn. That's the goddamn Spawn theater. And then we went to Just for Feet. So yeah, Cyborg.
Oh yeah, shoe
like-
store with a fucking basketball court. Didn't buy shoes, but you can play ball.
Like the main 80s Jean-Claude Van Damme movies are Kickboxer and Bloodsport. But Cyborg is the one for my money. It's weird, it's violent, it's a post-apocalyptic future. He's lost his family.
Got cyborgs.
Yeah. Like,
just in case the name didn't give it away.
yeah, but can you tell me which one's the cyborg? Is Jean-Claude Van Damme the cyborg?
No, it's the bad guy.
The chick is the cyborg, I thought.
Yeah, but the bad guy's a cyborg too.
Man,
the guy that's after him, the
I
guy
don't
with the
know.
dreads.
Whatever. It was a cool name. I don't think he was a cyborg. I don't fucking know. Number 2. Number 2.
Universal Soldier, baby. But I think that's nice.
90s. I will
Double
go with
Impact.
Lee for my number 2. Was that where they played twins?
Yep.
Jean-Claude Van Damme twins. Sudden
Yep.
death.
How about Double Team?
Oh my god.
How about Double Team, son? We need to watch Double Team because you know what? There's some elements of that movie that's fucking solid. If they would have like just kept going in a certain direction. Mickey Rourke is the villain.
I saw it once on tape.
Do it.
I never
Let's
haven't
fucking
seen it
do
since. So yeah, I will agree with Lee on Die Hard. Like top 2 all-time 80s action movies, probably top 3 all-time.
100%.
And then my number 1, no question, RoboCop. Like
Absolutely.
RoboCop made me what I am today. I'm looking at a RoboCop poster in my office right now. RoboCop might be one of the greatest movies of all time. It is
that little Todd McFarlane. You guys remember those like the little 3D movie poster set he did?
Yes.
With
Yeah.
Jaws. I got the RoboCop.
I always coveted that thing. It was amazing. It is the Citizen Kane of 80s action movies.
Yeah, unless we forget,
Yeah, pretty
the
much.
first time RoboCop goes out in that movie, he shoots a guy in the dick.
Yeah, fuck yeah. he
Have you
does.
seen the Funny or Die skit where RoboCop goes nuts?
No.
There's just so it's that scene, like it's almost fucking shot for shot, and one of the main villains of those is fucking Seth Green. I think the first guy that gets shot in the dick is Seth Green. So they do the scene. He shoots in the dick. And then like this other guy comes out. You hear another scream, and he turns down another alley, and it's 2 guys about to rape another chick. So he shoots their dicks off, and then you hear another scream, and then by the end, it's like the Burly Brawl. We're just fucking just dudes trying to rape chicks in this small vicinity, and he's just shooting dicks off, and it's close-ups, and this guy's holding his dick in his hand like Saving Private Ryan when he's trying to like put his intestines back in his body.
That's fantastic.
It's fucking hilarious. It's hilarious.
A few that did not make my list. Running Man was on my long list. Then I
It
had
better be on everyone's goddamn list.
but
Treasures.
it's just not my top 6. We're doing top 6. and
I didn't say it had to be top 6. I said
again,
that it should be.
I saw Running Man when I was a kid, but it wasn't one of those constant views for me. So like it couldn't beat out a Crocodile Dundee 2 in my opinion. Also, like I left movies like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade off because that's Indiana Jones. Like that's unfair. Same thing with Return of the Jedi, your Star Wars, Batman, and then like I left out like fantasy movies like Masters of the Universe, Willow.
Yeah, because those aren't really. That's a different.
Yeah,
kinda,
but it's still technically action, but that's the reason I left them out. And then like I would consider Rocky IV an action movie, but on a technicality. Like it's got the feeling of an 80s action movie. It's just a sports movie. And
okay,
then
I'm putting this in the
2 real deep cuts that did not make it to my list. Midnight Run, Robert De Niro, Charles Grodin. Check that out if you haven't. And Pink Cadillac, fucking Clint Eastwood, Bernadette Peters.
I haven't seen either of those.
Pink Cadillac.
I've at least heard of Midnight Run. That other one is some shit you're making up.
Midnight Run is De Niro is a bounty hunter and Charles Grodin is his bounty. And Charles Grodin's a piece of shit yuppie and Robert De Niro is Robert De Niro.
All right, I dropped it. Watch that little gold nugget video.
What is this? The
dick
shot in the dick thing? Okay, we'll watch
Yeah.
that. Well, why
fucking
don't
hilarious.
why don't you tell us your top 6, Jose?
Okay, I did. Okay, I had to do some lumping because there's certain movies
Can never
that
follow
were
directions.
fucking always on. Number one, and I'm pulling this as my out of 80s top 80s action movies. Enter the Dragon.
Yeah,
That
that
was-
was going to be high up on my list until I remembered it's not from the 80s.
Because it didn't come out in the 80s, it came out in the 70s, but that's a movie that was on the TV since I was 0 to now.
Got play in the 80s.
Right. On a heavy loop between 80 and 89. Heavy loop. So that's my era. So coming in at number 6 is any Van Damme or Steven Seagal movie that came out in the 80s.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I didn't watch just one of them. I would watch like all of them.
Jean-Claude had
all the time.
Jean-Claude had some good movies in the 80s and then into the 90s, but I think Seagal was more 90s than 80s.
Right. He was the change. Like 89 was his first movie. So he was the Bulls taking it from the Lakers.
Always with your sports metaphors. Do you realize what kind of show this is? All right.
Girls love sports. We got a fantasy football league. We all about sports.
So I got Jean-Claude's IMDb up here. So we're talking 88 Bloodsport, obviously. 89 Cyborg. 89.
Which is where my opening line came from. Tong Po. No, that was Kickboxer.
Yes. Kickboxer was also 89.
Kickboxer and Bloodsport are the same fucking movie.
Which is the one? Which is the one with Ogre? Kickboxer?
No one knows.
Kickboxer. No. Bloodsport.
Kumite.
No one knows.
He played the friend that died.
So he was Bloodsport.
Yeah.
And which is the one with Bolo Young?
Kickboxer.
Okay.
Bloodsport is the one where he dances in the bar and he kicks the tree.
No, that's Kickboxer.
My fucking point exactly.
New
Goddamn,
game.
I was serious
New
too.
game. Kickboxer or Bloodsport?
Ooh, I like that. We can put money on the line. Never win it.
Fucking win. Okay, so Steven Seagal and everything Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Okay, what else we got? Did you see? Okay, that was 90, so that doesn't count. Oh man, have you seen Steven Seagal lately? Oof.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, he is.
No, he looks like Will Sasso.
He is a hot fucking mess of a person.
Just
Hey,
giving us hot
what are you
takes on
talking
CNN.
about? He rode off into the sunset in 1989 and was never seen again.
Actually, I'm looking at his IMDb right now, and the only movie he has listed in the 80s was Above the Law. The rest is Marked for Death,
Yeah.
90.
Well, that was his. Yeah, but that was like his. That was a badass coming out party.
I did
a
not
movie.
see Above the Law. I saw Marked for Death, Out for Justice with William Forsythe. Is William Forsythe, man? Remember when we met him at Spooky Empire?
Yeah.
I just watched.
Remember when Jake the Snake shoved a sign up your
Yes,
ass?
I just watched Deuce Bigelow the other night with William Forsythe in it, and he's amazing in it.
Hey, take a look at this.
He's so fucking cartoony in it. I love it. I love that movie. Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo, gets looked down upon as like a low point in our culture, but I do not agree with that.
It's fucking funny.
It is a fucking tight movie.
Everyone knows it's wit.
Goddamn white boy.
Oh, when they're in the fucking hot tub and Eddie Griffin has to pit and like the tomato falls off of his sandwich, he just picks it up later.
He's eating the ice cream cone, and every time Deuce says cop, he fucking crushes the ice cream cone. Oh my god.
Eddie
Cool.
Griffin's hilarious too.
So are you counting Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme's 90s movies too, or just their 80s
No,
movies?
no, just the 80s.
So
just the 80s.
Okay.
But I added Seagal because I nonstop watched that fucking movie when it came out.
Solid. I got you.
Like, I saw that bitch in the theaters. We snuck into that fucker like once a weekend.
You were 8.
Fucking Walker Middle School represent. Jumped on our scooters. We rode hard at 8. I was 9.
88.
9?
Above the Law was 88.
89.
Mark for
Well,
Death was
whatever.
90.
Either way.
You old man.
Okay. Coming in at 5, I had Big Trouble in Little China.
Good one.
Love that movie.
Yeah, I hate that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Coming in at number 4, which I guess technically is a Western, but I'm pulling it in. Fucking Young Guns.
No, that counts 100%.
Young Guns is an action movie for sure.
100%.
Yeah, it is.
Rock solid.
I'm
Fucking
more a
amazing.
Young Guns 2 guy.
And again, I with the same thing as Predator 2.
But
I
1990.
think that might go.
Young Guns 2 is 1990. But man, Blaze of Glory.
Yeah.
Kelly, in case you didn't know what Young Guns or Young Guns 2 are, do you?
No.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta do a Young Guns.
The
night.
Young
What?
Guns,
fucking rules.
the Young Guns
Billy the
movies.
fucking kid.
They were the Brat Pack at the time. Fucking Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, all those fucking guys.
Lou Diamond
As-
Phillips.
Lou Diamond
Kiefer
Phillips
Sutherland.
as
Yep.
the famous cowboys.
Regulators.
Yeah.
Mount up. The opening of fucking Nate Dogg and Warren G's Opus.
Yep. Dermot Mulroney.
Oh wait, that's what that's from?
Yeah.
Regulators. Mount
Mount
up. That's a line.
See, I
from
know
the fucking
I know that
movie.
song. I
Of
didn't
course
know
you
what
know
that
the
was
song.
from.
Yeah, that's a line from a fucking Young Guns.
Oh.
Immortalized. And it's the story of fucking Emilio as
Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid.
And Pat Garrett.
Him and his gang, and part one goes into like his blazing trail to infamy, and then part two is where they become the law. It's the enemy of my enemy is now my friend.
Holy
So
shit.
they're all deputized to go after, or is that the first one?
I
That's
didn't
the first one, I
realize
think.
dude from
that's the first one.
dude from CSI was Pat Garrett. The main guy from the original CSI. William Peterson, look at that. So yeah, Kelly, Young Guns.
All right.
We need to do Young Guns night.
Do you know why I know that song?
Because
The shit.
Because it is Matt Riddle's entrance theme.
Yes.
there it is.
Ah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know fucking Regulate before that?
God no.
Oh man. And see, the Matt Riddle does not come out to the original. He comes out to some weird remix.
Yeah.
You need to find the original and just jam out, white boy.
All right, so that's my number 4. Number 3, I have Die Hard.
Yeah. Well, low for Die Hard, I would say. I'm interested at your 1 and 2. Probably Predator and Commando.
What? Well, I kind of did like what? Okay, so
Okay,
we'll
keep
go.
going.
Well, Die Hard, fucking yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
Yeah.
Come on. Like if they stopped there and didn't do a sequel, the movie's still fucking beautiful gold.
You and
Now I
Katie
have
had a Hans Gruber moment on the slide last week.
Shit. Number 2, I have RoboCop.
Whoa, yeah.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
fucking it's RoboCop, and RoboCop can't stop, won't stop. Number 1 is, it's like naming your fucking favorite child, but I probably could. It goes Predator, Commando, Conan, Running Man.
So just Schwarzenegger.
So yes, because
At some point on the version of this list, I had Conan and Commando.
well, yeah, because that could easily be all top of my 6.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
all of those. So I have to put Arnold Schwarzenegger as my number 1 action movie growing up. Whatever it was, there was always a Schwarzenegger movie on a Saturday and a Sunday on HBO that was
Just-
always on.
The opening shot of Commando is him coming over a hill carrying an entire goddamn tree.
A tree. He's carrying a fucking tree. Just doing my daily chores.
Also, Commando, written by Jeff Loeb.
And Alyssa Milano plays his daughter.
And fucking Tommy Chong of Cheech and Chong's daughter is the fucking...
Ray Don Chong.
My
right.
favorite part, though, is where he kills the guy. He punches the black dude from Predator, and he lands on the leg of the table upside down, and he's clearly dead. And he's been dead for a while, and then he picks him. He's like, "Doc, Doc." He was fucking dead like 2 minutes ago.
What's the other guy? What's the guy's name? Benny. He goes, "I told you I'd kill you last, Benny."
I lied.
I lied.
Blow off some steam.
Man, like, I kind of feel bad for not putting any Schwarzenegger on my list, but I will argue Schwarzenegger's best shit was in the 90s. You're looking
I don't
at
know. He just gave you fucking four winners right there, man.
Total Recall, Kindergarten Cop, Terminator 2,
Yeah, but that's a different...
Last Action
turn.
Hero,
That's
True
it's
Lies.
it's a different Schwarzenegger.
It's different, yeah. But it's my
That-
preferred.
okay,
My preferred Schwarzenegger.
There was Michael Jordan in his first 3 championships.
Yes, yeah. I like
And
this.
there was
sports
Mike,
metaphor.
which was an explosive, young,
Yep.
dominating
Yep.
force that at any moment will explode on you with the fierceness of 1,000 Morgan Freeman.
Wait.
Then there is the second half of Schwarzenegger's career, which is the third act, the next 3 titles Jordan won, where he was more stable base. He wasn't as fucking jumpy. It was more methodical. It was a different tone, but the
found
same
his
result.
voice.
3 titles in a row.
Yeah.
So
I would say probably
Different Schwarzenegger.
5 or 6 titles in the 90s.
no, because you just named 3 and I named 5.
What the fuck are you talking about? Name 3: Total Recall, Kindergarten Cop, Terminator 2, Last Action Hero,
So
True
what do you-
Lies.
What do you mean 5 titles? The man's got like fucking 10 titles.
End of Days.
I like that movie.
It's a-
The
Eraser.
I'll tell you what, that fucking soundtrack's pretty good too.
That-
Yeah, it is.
You know what? I do kind of have to concede to Jose though, because 90s Schwarzenegger did Batman and Robin. So here we are.
Yeah. Okay, and I did have some alternates that almost made it. My wild card. Here's my wild card.
Crocodile
I'll tell
Dundee
you,
2.
I'll tell you after my alternate 3.
Okay.
Hold on. And then-
The man put 19 movies in the top 6. He's like, now I got multiples.
They Live.
They Live.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think I've
But-
ever
but
seen
I-
They Live all the way through. I know
I
They
didn't
Live.
appreciate it until like my adult life. You know what I mean? Like I didn't grow up on that. So to me, I don't even see that as an 80s action movie more than a cult hit. Fucking have you guys seen The Golden Child starring Eddie Murphy?
Yes. Golden Child.
No.
Fucking man. How
Golden
was
Child.
that not?
Golden Child.
Like, that didn't-
Underrated, ahead of its time. It's mythical kind of.
It didn't pop up in
there's-
any of my lists that I Googled, but Golden Child I used to watch all the fucking time.
There's a Golden Child. Eddie Murphy plays just like a street cop who gets caught up in this, like, where you find out what if you mystic shit existed.
It's Big
Ain't
Trouble in Little China with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah. Check it out. Golden Child.
Agreed.
Action fucking Jackson. Starring Carl Weathers. That was his solo movie with Craig T. Nelson as the fucking villain. When he rides, like there, throughout the whole movie, there's like this commercial for this hot car, Ferrari or whatever, throughout the whole thing, and you keep seeing it. And at the end, he drives one up a staircase in the mansion after Craig T. Nelson, like saying as he switches gears, the commercial is like hot, hotter, hottest, and he's fucking doing that. He's shifting gears. It's good. Action Jackson, which has the Indian from Predator in it.
And isn't one of Prince's chicks in Action Jackson?
The
Vanity?
oh, she died of a drug overdose
did.
in real life.
She
She was
did.
the chick from here's another one. Fucking Last Dragon. But I see that more as like we need to do like top 6 kung fu movies.
It was Vanity. I honestly
yeah.
thought Last Dragon was going to be on your list.
I forgot about it just until now. Well, because I didn't. It's a different type of action.
Sure.
I'd put
sure.
I'd put that up on the list. I think it was 80s, but Chuck Norris's Octagon. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
Fucking watch that. Chuck
No,
Norris's
I'm not gonna.
Octagon.
It's 2018. I'm not gonna watch a Chuck Norris movie that I haven't seen.
Okay, and then my wild card, I'll link it, starring fucking Joe Piscopo and Treat Williams. Dead Heat.
I know this poster.
Fucking Dead Heat.
The man dropped Joe Piscopo and Treat Williams.
Love this movie. They're cops. The other guy dies.
They're cops.
He's stuck in like this reanimator machine that they're fucking on the trail of some mad scientist. They walk into his
Holy
laboratory.
shit.
He dies in his machine. but he's comes back to life. But as the movie goes on, he's deteriorating. And Joe Piscopo's his, fucking bro partner who's like, all right, you're dead now. Let's go fucking solve your crime.
Vincent fucking Price is in that movie?
Is he the villain?
I think so. And they all become like zombies, kind of? It's messed up. Joe Piscopo, man. Wow.
Never even heard of that fucking movie.
No.
I remember the poster. All right. I am excited to hear Kelly's list.
All right. I had a lot of trouble getting a 6.
I'm sure.
Number 6, Conan the Barbarian. It's the best,
Oh, yeah. See? Yeah. Oh, no, I said Conan.
best Schwarzenegger movie. It's just fucking full of cool shit. Awesome sets.
Don't answer me today, Crom. Then to hell with you.
Who was in that? Was James Earl Jones in that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
then-
fucking Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. I was going to say Kareem, but no, it was Wilt Chamberlain. Kareem was in Bruce
Game
Lee
of Death.
movie. Okay,
Bruce Lee.
Game of Death, yeah. Cool.
All right. Number 5, Masters of the Universe.
Solid.
If you say that movie's bad, I'll agree with you. If you say that movie's amazing, I'll agree with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Solid
Only,
stand.
only reason I didn't include it is because, 6 is a small list, and I wanted to go like pure 80s fucking action movies.
Yeah. Plus, it's pretty much a fourth world movie.
Yeah.
Number 4, I was really debating if I was going to include this one or not, but I kind of settled on it is very action-y, even though it's more of a sci-fi movie. Number 4 is The Thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got action elements.
Yep.
Is it,
And if I were to remove that, my alternate would be Aliens.
Aliens is a good alternate.
Yeah.
Also
Same movie,
sci-fi.
both you could put on either list, kind of. Action or
Aliens.
sci-fi.
Aliens is also way better than Alien.
For as much as I watched horror movies and action movies as a kid, I didn't really watch the Alien movies until I was older.
Well, I think you're kind of like Alien is supposed to be like the scariest thing you've ever seen, but then you watch it and it's kind of boring.
Right.
But like Aliens, that kind of gets a bad rap because of that. But it's just a straight up action movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Bill Paxton yelling "Game over, man!"
Bill Paxton crushing it. Like Bill Paxton is delightful in every fucking scene he's in that movie.
Yeah.
Fucking Dynamite, you in charge, man.
All right. Number 3. Go with one of the most influential animated movies of all time, Akira.
Coming up on its 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
I can see that. They could
First
be
time I
on-
watched that fucking movie, I did not get it. And then the second time I watched that movie, still didn't get it.
Never seen it.
Took a few times.
Yeah, that movie's incredible. Honestly, I like the books more, but the movie's still fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Number 2, something I'm surprised that none of you guys had on your list. The Road Warrior.
And that's a movie I didn't watch until after high school.
I
And I still don't even know if I've seen Thunderdome more than I've ever seen the first
See,
Yeah.
Thunderdome is trash.
I remember watching
That movie
Thunderdome
fucking
more as a
sucks.
kid. Thunderdome was more available to me as a kid. And yeah, it sucks, but it's got Tina Turner in it and that songs. And the poster's great.
Another hero.
And like I agree with Jose, Road Warrior is one of those that I didn't really watch until I was older. So that's what disqualifies it. Also, Mel Gibson.
If there's any Mad Max that's the shit, it's fucking Fury Road.
Sure.
To me, Road Warrior is of equal quality to Fury Road.
It's pretty gonzo. But the Road Warrior can't keep up with the effects of Fury Road.
No. But again, Thunderdome is complete trash.
I mean, it's not completely without merit. It gave us Master Blaster and
That movie sucks.
Who Runs Bartertown?
In every conceivable way.
Kelly.
Everywhere.
It's what if they made Mad Max into a Saturday morning cartoon show. And that's absolutely what Mad Max should never
You know
be.
what? They did that with Gremlins, and it was great.
We don't need another hero.
Gremlins and Mad Max are two completely. You can't do a Mad Max movie without blood.
There's no blood?
No, there's no blood.
No, there's blood.
There's no blood.
Isn't Master Blaster, or doesn't Blaster get fucking conked on the head or something?
A dude gets fucking hit by a train and he doesn't bleed.
What? Was it not R?
No, I don't think it's PG. I think it's PG.
Well, that's just dumb.
Yeah, that
there
movie
was no
fucking sucks.
PG-13 then.
Yeah. No, Thunderdome fucking sucks. That movie is complete trash, and if I wasn't a completionist, I would throw away my Blu-ray of it.
But look at this sweet ass poster, Kelly.
It's a cool poster.
Is that a
Fuck the movie?
Is that a what's
That
the name?
movie should be good. There's a lot of cool ideas in it, but everything is executed just fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Makes
as
his
soon-
hair almost as luxurious as Tina Turner's on that poster.
As soon as they leave Bartertown, it's like I don't even care anymore.
Yeah. Because they're like, you know what Mad Max needs to do? Hang out with a bunch of dumb kids.
Fucking Lord of the Flies style.
Yeah.
You my new daddy?
But yeah, Road Warrior's a classic. Love that movie. And number one, RoboCop.
Yeah.
One of the greatest movies ever made.
Have you seen the extended cut?
Wait, what?
What?
I don't know.
Well, not the extended. The
Mahoney
I guess
cut?
it's kind of extended. the fucking the Overgore cut. The one where
The original X.
yeah,
the one
yeah,
with the
yeah.
original X rating.
Yeah.
That's the only one I've seen.
I didn't know there was different versions.
Well, it's like the shot where Ed 209 unloads on that dude. Like
Yeah.
it holds on him for way too fucking long.
Yeah, it's
And, like,
awesome.
and when they kill Murphy, it was bad already, but like they
It's
kill
like-
Murphy for 47 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Yeah, no, that's the only version I've seen.
that's a solid way to see RoboCop for the first time. I am proud
Yeah.
of you. I am
No, that
proud
movie's
of that.
incredible.
I lived through that movie, and that is an amazing thing to say.
I would make a argument that RoboCop is a perfect movie.
Honestly, if any of you didn't have RoboCop on your list, I was going to fight you.
And you would be not wrong.
Yeah, I would say that is a movie that I can say is without flaw.
Good
And
fucking list, Kelly.
Well,
Solid
thank you.
list, 90s boy.
Now go watch Young Guns and Young Guns 2 and
Yeah,
Crocodile Dundee 1 and 2 and come back and talk to us.
There was so many movies where I was like, all right, and then I'd look it up, I'm like, fuck. 70s. I had a bunch of ones from the 60s, too. I'm like, God damn it. All the action movies I like that
What-
aren't from, like, the 2000s
Like-
are from the 60s or 70s.
Give us a sampling. What kind of 60s and 70s action movies you watching?
Well, Enter the Dragon, Lady Snowblood, both of those.
Snowflame?
I could fucking Jackie Chan's.
Police Story.
Well, it's not that one.
Rumble in the Bronx?
one- No, way before that. It was
Drunken
one where
Master?
He has to fight in the tournament. There's a big roller derby scene in it.
What? There's a Jackie Chan movie with roller derby in it?
I
Yes.
don't know this one.
It takes place in like New York.
Rollerball.
Twin
No.
Dragons. Dragons Forever. 80s, 90s, 70s?
Well, it had to be early.
Around the World in 80 Days.
Cannonball Run 2.
No.
Holy shit, Jackie Chan works, y'all.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
does.
2019, 2018, 2017, he's working his fucking ass off.
He's
Yeah,
still
he's got
doing
his
shit.
He did a
God.
commercial for the Dragon Quest mobile game.
Did you see the one where he's dressed as Chung-Li?
No,
What
but
the
that
fuck?
sounds awesome.
There's some weird video where it's like a commercial or something where he gets into a fight and he turns into Chung-Li. Like it's Jackie Chan action wearing a Chung-Li suit.
That's
I feel like
awesome.
it's
6 months.
weird.
His face is just gonna look like a straight up nutsack, though. You're getting old. So old.
The first
Okay.
time I ever heard of Jackie Chan was Quentin Tarantino gave him a Lifetime Achievement Award at the MTV Movie Awards. And this had to be
That's a sentence right there.
probably 94, 95. And then, like, immediately
He's
after
been
that,
working for 20 years since then.
Immediately after that, Rumble in the Bronx came out, and then he just started cranking that shit out.
I'm gonna.
And also, one thing that kind of hampered my list is the 80s was kind of a shitty time for Godzilla movies.
Well, keep your Godzilla out of the 80s. How about that?
Let me see.
Because there's only 2 movies that came out, Godzilla movies that came out in the 80s, one of which I've never seen, and the other of which is boring as fuck.
Didn't like Son of Godzilla, did you?
That was 70s.
Oh, wow.
No, the only 80s ones were Godzilla 85 or 84, depending on the release date.
Were they
Japan or the
they were Japanese,
U.S. And then Godzilla vs. Biollante, which that one is boring as hell.
That one's so fucking boring.
He started fighting Spanish monsters.
At some point, like in the late 2000s, too, the aliens in Godzilla just look like Japanese dudes.
Yep.
Got really weird.
80s Godzilla.
Look familiar.
70s Godzilla movies are where it's at.
Oh, I bet they got some crazy shit.
That's the best era.
Some just gonzo acid trip Godzilla movies.
Oh yeah, those are the fucking best.
Well, that was fucking awesome. I love ranking things and listing them. We will list anything.
Anything.
Yeah, starting with MCU
Anything.
Scrolls next week. Yay!
Oh, man. MCU Scrolls. MCU Scrolls and our MCU supporting actors might be very similar lists.
Could be.
I am into it.
Start with comic books. Get the fuck out of here.
Cool. How about...
The problem with comic books is the ink comes off on your hands. Every time you turn the page, you have to wash your hands.
All right. So, I had very mixed feelings about the Batman's 50.
I loved it.
It was the big... I landed on loved it. But it took me a minute to get there. This is the big wedding issue. And so, the issue is basically letters from Batman to Catwoman, from Catwoman to Batman. Beautifully written letters, accented by phenomenal artwork and a Frank Miller drawing. Because that's a really shitty page. But they fucking don't get married. They like after like a fucking year build up, it doesn't happen. And for a minute, I'm like, that's some hoe shit. You've been telling me for fucking a year. You're gonna have this big wedding, made a big deal. Look at the dress she designed, blah 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 blah. But then also, there were times leading up to this day when I'm like, Batman can't get married because he can't be happy. And that's the fucking logic that the Catwoman's like, okay, if we fucking get married, he's no longer Batman, and that's not good for like the world. But then the kind of big reveal, what have you, is that the girl who her Catwoman's friend, who was the girl from year one, like the other sex worker chick from year one, which I love that they kind of still went back and they did that thing again where they're like, we met on a boat, we met on the street kind of thing. I thought that was great. Love that. She is in league with Bane the whole fucking time. So Bane's basically, kind of putting together all the villains that have been troubling Batman since the King run, and big shit's happening. So that I like that. So yeah, ended on dug it, but it was very emotionally complex. But yeah, I liked it. What up else? Go Power Rangers number 11 was fucking fantastic.
That was cool.
Liking everything they're doing with the crazy alternate future Kim character. That's fantastic. Love that.
I will never get tired of the way you pronounce the title of this book.
What, Go Power Rangers?
Yes. It just gives me wonderful visions in my head.
I like it. I had something similar last night with just words in general. Nicole made this fucking awesome, like, ravioli bake thing.
Yes.
lasagna, but with full ass raviolis instead of lasagna.
I'll take 3.
It
Nice.
was fucking incredible. But later on, she's like, "Hey, do you want some of this banana pudding?" And I said a couple of words together in order I've never said before. And turns out they're kind of hard to say together and sound ridiculous. When I said, "No, that's okay. I had some ravioli earlier." And I couldn't stop saying ravioli earlier. Well, someone like, "Nicole, just help me. Just say it one time. Just say ravioli earlier." And she wouldn't do it.
Ravioli earlier.
Yeah, see? It's fun. It's fun. See,
fun.
you're getting into it. It's fine.
Ravioli earlier. Yeah, that is a good time.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's like a roller coaster from my mouth.
But you gotta just find joy where you can get it in this life.
Wherever you can.
No one's gonna hand it to you in this life. You gotta take it.
Nope. There's going to be a point where you can't find
And
it.
sometimes that means saying ravioli earlier. You're welcome. You can put that in your back pocket for later. After I read the Batman 50, read the Catwoman's #1, and it was really good.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Like it a lot. Love that artwork. I'm glad to see Joelle Jones getting some big kind of mainstream love because she's phenomenal.
And I really like the pairing of putting Laura Allred on for colors.
Yeah, because it's like it's simple. It's not overly rendered. Just solid. Like it's all in all, it's a bang up book. It's great. Great. What else? You like that Captain America #1?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Right?
Yeah, it was just a Captain America comic.
Yeah. Like on the one hand, I kind of feel like they, like that Secret Empire shit was a long time ago. So like, the less we talk about it, the better. But it's done well, so I don't mind. And man, I will always be down for Leinil Yu drawing Captain America.
Yeah, he does a good Cap.
I like them bringing Bucky back into the book as a supporting character. I like that a lot. It was rock solid. It was good. I liked it quite a lot. What else? I checked out Astonishing X-Men #13, which features 2 of the characters on the cover. Hate when they do that shit. They're like, "Oh, it's a first issue of a brand new team." Cool, yeah, all right. But it's not. It's Havoc running around and being like, "Hey, remember me? Red Skull made me do some terrible shit," because they're still trading on that. Remember when that Red Skull shit happened in Sixus back in like 2000 and like -3?
Good old
His face is his face still all fucked up?
No. And I
Why is his face not fucked up?
don't know. Because I feel like it maybe still should be.
His face should still be fucked up.
Yeah, I thought so too. So I'm glad I'm not the only one. I don't know. It was not very good. And then like it wasn't very good, and Greg Land drew it.
Ugh.
So I think I might be done with this for a little while because I can't come back for like a story has to be really good for me to endure Greg Land on art, and it was not. I think I'm tapping out on that one. And then last thing I'll talk about real quick is it might have actually come out last week. I don't remember, but the Rick and Morty Presents #2 with Combobulous Michael was awesome because I love Combobulous Michael. He's one of those weird, like, kind of one-off characters in the Rick and Morty world. He's the bug assassin guy who just loves killing, and they've had a really good time with him in the comics. And so this is like the Combobulous Michael origin story. It's so fucking funny. It's great. What's the name? CJ Cannon does all the art on it, and I like when he does Rick and Morty art. It's pretty good, and it's just really pushing how much he loves killing, and it's really, really fucking funny. It's good. That's all I got. What you got, Kelly?
Comics wise, not much that you didn't cover already. Issue 2 of Immortal Hulk was fucking cool.
I ain't got that one yet. Is it good?
Oh yeah, they are really going into the single issue horror story.
I like it
with this. Yes, and I dig it a lot. But yeah, let's talk about some animes.
All right.
My Hero Academia, still fucking cool. Still really good. Took a break this week. Come back next week with a new opening credits. Very excited because I do not like the one they're currently using. Started watching a new series from this season called Hanebado, and it is a anime about badminton, and it is shockingly great.
I don't believe you.
It gets you invested in these characters far more than I ever thought they would, and they do a really cool trick in the first episode, which is setting up like this rich boy tennis ace purely to get smoked by another character who turns out to be the actual other main character.
So, in a world, Kelly,
Yes.
with seemingly an infinite amount of fucking content, like, it's absurd how much stuff is in the fucking world. How do you land on badminton anime and like, yeah, let's get play on this?
Started with the new season and got a lot of good hype.
All right, fair enough.
It's deserving of that hype. It looks
No
really
judgment.
nice.
Just curious.
Yeah, it looks really nice, and the story's pretty interesting. I like it quite a bit.
All right, fair enough.
Darling in the Franxx wrapped up. I really, really enjoyed that series.
I put that on my list based upon your recommendation.
Yeah, it gets real nuts by like the last couple episodes. That was pretty good. Another new series from this season I watched the first episode of is called Planet With, and boy, that show's weird. Within the first 2 minutes, there is a giant cat man who took a big old bite out of a head of lettuce like it was an apple with his people teeth. That was weird.
All right.
And it just kind of happens. Like, it's not like played as look how funny this is. It's just like a normal thing. And the story centers around this kid who is he has amnesia. He doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know anything about his family. He knows his family died in some tragic accident and that he was in a coma for a long time. And now these two weirdos, one of which being the Catman and this like girl witch, have taken him in. And that's about all he knows. And so while he's at school one day, this weird alien thing decides to just fly across the ocean. And it's like this weird smiley face that just says peas on it.
Okay.
And at some point, like, the military launches a strike on it, and they fire missiles at it, and the missiles, when they hit it, just split open, and all this cotton falls out. And the fighter pilot's like, I don't know, it hit, and all the cotton fell out. And the other guys are like, what are you talking about? He goes, I don't know either. Let's just go back home. So then these 7 superheroes show up.
Obviously.
And they fight this thing. And that's when he gets a call from the witch girl and the Catman. And they're like, hey, you need to go fight those dudes and take their powers. And that's where we're at. He beats up one of them and takes their powers. We don't know why he's doing it yet. He's not even completely sure why he's doing it, but he's just been told that's what he needs to do.
What the hell is it called?
Planet With.
All right.
Yeah, it's wild. And the other new show from the season that I tried to check out was Chio's School Road. And that is one where it's just about a girl going to school. And weird shit happens to her every morning trying to get there. The first episode, she tries to walk to school. She's late. The road is closed, so she decides, hey, I was up playing Assassin's Creed all night. I'm going to try this shit, and starts climbing up on roofs.
All right.
Yeah, it's just a show about a girl who plays way too many video games and then makes poor choices in her life because of it.
So some real hardcore fantasy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. What you got, Nice?
Sunday was Mary's birthday.
Hey,
So
happy birthday, Mary.
Happy birthday, Mary.
We went and got some breakfast and then came home and watched all of Glow Season 2.
Oh, that's right. That's out.
Which took us I think they're 10 half-hour episodes. The last episode is like maybe 45 minutes. So do the math, 5 hours. It was a 5-hour movie we watched. And I don't know what her reaction was to it. We haven't really talked about it, but I was kind of let down by it. There were maybe 3 solid episodes, but a lot of auxiliary plot threads that I don't give a fuck about and weren't interesting and didn't add anything to the overall story.
See, I feel like that's something you run the danger of when you have such a big cast.
But
Yeah.
I mean, like Orange is the New Black does it well. Like they feature their secondary characters really well, to the point where, the first season was it was a Piper show, and then the show became about these 20 different people, all with interesting stories. Glow, not so much. To the point where there's this whole plot thread twist referring to a character from season 1 that I don't fucking remember.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, had to look up on my phone. There is an episode where the entire episode is that episode of Glow, the TV show.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Now that sounds awesome.
It looks kind of shitty. It's got the format of the old Glow TV show. It's fun. It's fucking. They need to do more shit like that. Like one of the first 2 episodes, they go to the mall and shoot the opening credits sequence. So it's just goofball 80s Glow shit. That stuff's fun, but
I believe I'm going this Saturday. I'm going to go to a wrestling show here, and I'm going to actually see Hollywood from Glow.
wow.
Cash it
Jeez.
in while you can.
And the Boogeyman, apparently.
Nice.
Oh.
All right.
And what else we got? We got Jerry Jarrett and Bobby Eaton and Bill Dundee.
That's gonna be a time.
Isn't it?
Hollywood from Glow, she's still got it in that documentary. Doesn't she do like clips for sale or something?
Probably.
Did you guys
I
watch
wouldn't
that
be
documentary?
Yeah. Mostly going because a buddy of mine asked me to go. Sounds like it could be fun. It's close. And like those the names aren't like that much to talk about, but there's a lot of stuff in this post about crazy ass tag team ladder matches that I'm all about.
Yeah.
So I'll watch some crazy ass local wrestlers do ladder matches any day.
Just some straight trash bag wrestlers.
Yep.
There you go.
Love it.
Man. What you got, Jose?
Nothing.
Man, 80s movies are great, aren't they?
They really are. They really, really are.
I don't think I ever talked about this on the show, but I watched Demolition Man, which is a 90s movie. I watched that on Hulu a couple weeks back.
Oh, you told me it was on Hulu. That's right.
Yes. I love Demolition Man. And I never realized until rewatching it just now that they use the San Diego Convention Center and the LA Convention Center as, buildings in San Angeles. The Convention Center is Cocteau's place. The LA Convention Center is Cocteau's place. And I think the San Diego Convention Center is like a building on the way to Taco Bell or something. Remember
But
Taco
all
Bell?
restaurants are Taco Bell.
Do you hear they're doing a fucking Taco Bell engagement at San Diego Comic-Con
Yes.
for the 25th anniversary of Demolition Man?
That's awesome.
See, it's shit like that I would like to see. But you know what? I don't need to go to Comic-Con. That's fine.
I'm saying we need to just go without going.
Well, they started. Apparently, they're going to be checking badges in the streets now.
I mean,
Like
badges
you
in the
can't
street.
just go and do the shit that's around the convention center. They're going to
What?
start checking badges. I think a certain area
Dick
they're going
move, Dick move.
a certain area they're going to be checking badges for, but there's still probably going to be shit around the convention you could check out without a badge. Yeah, they got too big, so now they're selling street space. New York Comic Con did the same shit.
Yeah, but you can't fucking bash me for a public street. That's lame.
It's Comic Con.
Bitch move, Comic-Con. Bitch move.
All of the pros, quote unquote, I see on social media talking about San Diego, it seems like nobody's super stoked about it.
No.
I can't see how you possibly could be.
Oh man, what a bummer.
It seemed like such a fucking grind, and just no. Although I did see an awesome petition where people want to agree to get together and yell, "Release the Snyder Cut" during the DC movie panel.
Oh fuck.
At Hall H.
Oh, good.
You know, a bunch of guys that I'm sure just totally getting laid.
Oh my god, I hope this happens. I hope this happens and they immediately get deported. Like if we're gonna fucking snap judgment, deport people, let's start with those guys.
Do them first.
We don't want you on our team.
Well, you could do just a whole sting like, hey guys, just step onto this boat. We got the Snyder Cut ready. It's all queued up. We got popcorn.
Sink it.
No chicks.
No chicks.
And then
None
just-
chicks.
Now here's the game. We're in the middle of the ocean. We rigged a bomb. It will go off. The survivors get to watch it.
So a Joker scenario with two boats.
No, just one boat.
Oh. So then it
That
turns
sounds-
into a battle royale situation. Fuck everything. Release the Snyder Cut. God. We didn't talk about these assholes talking about remaking The Last Jedi.
Oh god.
It's just everything is at a fucking head right now. And I want to bash all of those heads. What? You haven't heard about this, Jose?
No.
There is some dipshit with 70 Twitter followers talking about getting producers and Disney's permission to remake The Last Jedi in their image.
But he did like this fucking
Like a
weird ass like
a Gettysburg Address.
manifesto thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we the fans of Star Wars, and then 700,000 words. And I'm like, nope, we ain't doing that.
But like it's weird that we wouldn't see something like that unless Ryan Johnson didn't retweet it, or Frank Oz, or whomever.
Yeah, Ryan Johnson retweeted and said, "Oh yes, please, dear God, please."
Ryan Johnson is a sweet dude, but he also loves to troll these people.
Yes, and I love him for that. I think that's great. One of my favorite Ryan Johnson troll bits was somebody was bitching about the whole like
Force projection
Yep. Ghost thing, whatever. Like, how can you do that?
Yep.
And it's like a series of photos of him like walking through his house.
That was a video. It was a video of him walking towards his bookcase.
It was a video. That's right. It was a video. Yeah, and like he, serves this book, and he pulls out like this.
The Jedi Handbook.
Yeah, Jedi Handbook. He's like, oh yeah, here's where that is. You fucking dinks. Like,
you fucking dinks. Oh man.
But don't worry, my Star Wars cock is bigger than yours.
So what? San Diego is the week of the 20th.
I think so. Yeah.
So next week, after next week's show, it should be San Diego. I think it's the Thursday the 19th, probably through the 22nd, maybe even the 18th by then. Fuck. Not many other exclusives I've seen that I'm interested in.
I saw a couple. I like the Laughing He-Man. Is a pretty good one. Pretty good.
But like, I like that as an alternate head. Like, don't sell me that as an action figure, because it's just the packaging and the head. And if it's not, they've got that one image that it's supposed to look like the video, the What's Going On He-Man, where it's kind of he's in the lower third. Yeah. Like, but you're not going to get that from that figure sitting on your wall. It's funnier in concept than it is in execution, I think.
I like fuck pop vinyls. I'm never gonna buy a pop vinyl, but I do like the idea behind the dead Yamcha pop vinyl. I think it's kind of
that one's kind of great.
You don't have any pop vinyls, huh, Lee?
No.
Good for you, man.
No.
Do they not have Transformers?
I don't give a fuck if they did.
I don't think they do.
Because, man,
They
I
don't.
hate pop
Make
vinyls.
that your 100th Optimus.
I hate pop vinyls, but I
I got
have
an Optimus
a couple.
Prime Mighty Mug, though, God damn it.
Love it. Love the Optimus Prime Mighty Mug.
Yeah, no, you can fuck out of here with the pop vinyl.
R.I.P. Mighty Mugs. They were ahead of their time.
They're back.
They're back.
Oh, are they back?
In Pog form.
They're back, and frankly, they're better. Like I've seen some of the Star Wars ones.
I've seen them in person, and I haven't been compelled to pick one up. And I love Mighty Mugs. They're
doing
tinier, and then they do
ones
the
come out at some point. I'll get the Optimus for sure. It looks rad.
They're much tinier. They're about half size, and then they have the feature where you press their head down and they change expressions. But I haven't really seen one that speaks to me. Like I saw Kylo Ren, and it's like meh. And Finn.
Saw the Luke Skywalker in his black Return of the Jedi outfit. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
And the Princess Leia is pretty cool. But I'm holding out for that Optimus. I got 99 primes. So they found one for me in New Hampshire.
Oh shit.
99 primes and the bitch ain't one.
Kelly, remember when we discussed that we were aiming for quality, not necessarily quantity, in the race to 100 primes? Yeah, Lee said, fuck that. I'm buying a Matchbox car.
It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. It's a literal numbers game.
At one point, we were like, do your T-shirts count?
Like, no, they definitely do not. But I do count shit like I got a fidget cube with a body, like a little fidget cube figure. I got the Rubik's Cube guy. I got that one, and like I got a couple of different Pez dispensers. They count.
Sure.
Yeah, but no, shirts don't count.
A tactile display piece, I think, counts. I would even count a statue or something.
Yeah. I have that god awful a Metal Earth model thing I built. That counts.
Yeah.
Because
that counts for all the cuts you got.
That
from
should
it.
count for like
no
2
other
or 3.
reason alone. That counts for that. Yeah.
No, it counts. It's a 3D prime.
Yeah. Dude I work with says he has like a collection of those Metal Earth kits, and I'm like, oh, so you're a fucking psychopath. Thanks for getting that out there. Because I made one of those and said to my wife, if you ever meet someone with more than one of these, they're a fucking psychopath. No one signs up for this shit twice if they're not a fucking psychopath.
Unless you have like watch tools or something. Timepiece repair
tools probably do help. I was not properly equipped. I'll definitely give you that.
Like real super fine needle nose pliers, shit like that.
But he doesn't have like the Transformer ones. He has like all like the monuments, like the Eiffel Towers and shit like that. Which
so he's a nerd.
Oh, for sure,
He's
for sure,
a dickhead.
It's a fucking Melvin,
but also a fucking psychopath. Good dude, but I'm a little leery of him now.
Oh, this the guy that left like weird preserves on your desk?
No. That no. Nope.
Was it preserves?
I think so. Preserves or a jam or something. I don't know. But this guy I've actually known since high school. So he's a good dude. Let's play on this bird, because I have a story I want to tell you, but I can't tell you on the air. So I'm going to
Cool.
Because it's very funny.
Right, real quick before we leave, I want to say congratulations to Peg Leg Pete and his fam who made it to their new place. We talked a few weeks ago. They had a GoFundMe going. They were seeing hard times, but they are in their new place and rocking and rolling. So congrats. Thanks for everybody
with a happy ending.
for spreading the word and donating and all that.
Love it.
We did it.
Shit, yeah. All right. So, yeah. Do it again. We're doing it next week. Call us. 616-951-1POP. If you did call us between now and last show, I forgot to check the voicemail, so I'm sorry. It just occurred to me as a thing I didn't do. Email us, popcast@PanelsOnPages.com. Hit us up on the Twitter machines @PanelsOnPages. And we'll be back again. Do it again at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/PanelsOnPages. For Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, and Kelly Harris, I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. We'll talk to you guys next week. Night. Love you. Bye.
wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo! Boo!